So what's up, cboats.net? Had some folks ask for some pictures on the C-1 large Karma conversion. Couldn't get the pictures to upload, so I figured I'd take a video of what I did. So here you go, my C-1 conversion. Again, the pedestal is made out of a 3x4 plastic hollow rain gutter, and I used that as the pedestal, and then I bolted one perpendicularly to the pedestal to build the back band, or the backrest if you will, and then padded it out. So a couple tricks to the trade. My seat is 6 inches high, my backrest is 8.5 inches high, and it is 8.5 inches forward to the outer end of that cockpit. And then you can see the light piece of foam is a little extra lumbar, really helps to keep you in the forward position. You can see I have the ratchet snowboard binding back thigh straps. They work out really good. As I had mentioned before, they're anchored with a prusik to one of these really nice ingenious slots that are located all throughout the Karma cockpit. And as a seaboater, it's really nice to have those options to eliminate the need for drilling holes. So you can see the way that's anchored. As I mentioned, I started out with these anchored very far forward, not enough support. So what I've learned is that if they're anchored even with the back band, that's ideal. And then for quick release, I attach these little plastic balls to the ratchet mechanism, and so rather than blowing out the whole system in the case of a swim, you just gently pull this up and it pops out. The cool thing about the rope anchors is that it allows these straps to kind of flop back, so that way you can kind of get in your boat without the old traditional trying to shimmy your way in underneath these straps. So that's kind of how the back is anchored for the ratchet straps. The front, again, I'll use this side, is connected down here at the very base of this pedestal. Real quick, I use these foam triangular box to kind of spread my knees out, pretty common in seaboats, and that worked out pretty good. Because of the void here with the safety mechanism, when I get in, the blocks were pinching, so I was losing a little bit of pull, so I put this foam shim in here to keep that pinch from happening, and then it turns out it actually helped to keep the straps up nice and high. As I mentioned before, I'm using this new safety mechanism that I picked up on cboats.net, and I use a quick release here, and then it's strung up through here, and there's a pull cord that helps to kind of blow out the whole system. I'll show you that in a minute. Back in the bows of this boat, you can see down there the red washer, and that washer is utilizing the factory vertical bolt to keep this rain gutter in place. Bernie attaches his thigh straps to this bolt. It was a little too far back for me, so I drilled a hole forward and attached this quick release, and basically just ran two nice prusik loops through the holes in these ratchets to that. So that worked out really good. I was looking for some more knee bite when I was boofing, and I tried a series of different bulkheads of foam and this, that, and the other, and they just didn't quite give me what I wanted. I found these old Perception airbags in my wife's kayak. I took those out, inflated them, and they gave me great bite. And in fact, when I push my knees out, these things are so flexible and pliable, they contour excellently to the side of the boat. And then again, I utilized some of the really nice different holes in this cockpit to secure these. So I mentioned the straps are connected to this quick release, and this is kind of my safety mechanism, if you will. So you can see the way it's set up now, right? It's nice and secure, it's not going anywhere. But in the advent of a swim, when you pull your skirt, everything blows out. So one of the keys here on the quick release is the tail of the strap. You want it kind of frayed so it passes through, and you want it a little shorter, if you will. And I'll show you how it kind of works. So everything's in place, right? This is a backup release mechanism with the hose strap, and that just kind of helps. And within the bowels of this is a bungee, so it kind of allows you to add tension or release tension. And you really want to kind of stretch the bungee out as you put your skirt on, and that's going to make it blow a lot quicker. So I have the quick release attached to a piece of rope, and in here I have bungee attached to another piece of rope, and then this handle attaches to some Velcro right up here. I'd recommend going with the old school black Velcro. This new school stuff doesn't work. And then simply as you get in your boat, you slide your spray skirt handle right through here. And then when you put your skirt down, it's all locked. So let's say you pull your spray skirt handle, follow me, and you'll see this quick release is down, so it's in place. But when you pull your spray skirt handle, you're gonna swim, oh God, boom. And what you'll notice is that the quick release buckle down there pops up, follow me. And then the weight of your body as you swim will pull this out and through nice and clean. Boom. Actually, let me try that again. It wasn't ratcheted. So you swim, right? Pop the buckle, pop the skirt, all in one, and then this will come out and it'll release. Boom, nice and clean. Didn't quite do it that time, but you kind of get the gist of it. I'll get them both in here like this. And of course, when we swim, it's always pretty violent. It's usually not going well, but boom, and it all comes out, right? And then you can see how this is all kind of stays connected, ratchet and everything. And as you swim, it blows out and you got ample room to get out of the boat. So that's a huge upside. A couple other aspects here to pick up on is that the factory outfitting comes with these little flapper kind of, I guess they call these thigh hooks. This is where the cleat is. So I cut these out just because it was making getting in and out of the boat a little more difficult than needed. And then the other thing I had mentioned is these are factory hip pads. That's what comes in the boat. Super nice. I'd encourage you to use those. As I mentioned, in order to accomplish the no holes, Jackson has this piece of plastic, and on the back side of it, the red plastic comes out of the rotomold boat itself. Then they pop rivet this in, and it looks kind of like that when you get the boat. You can see the Velcro on the pad snaps down there, right? So then originally I had my straps anchored to this horizontal vertical hole, and it was cool because you could move it forward and back. I started with it all the way forward. It didn't work. But when I was on the overflow and went to move hemlock, something gave out, and I wasn't sure what it was. And basically, this red plastic is very thin, and I bent it up to a 90-degree angle on both sides. So obviously that didn't work. I was trying to preserve this, but the fact of the matter is if I wanted it to be a really good C1, these had to come out. So I cut those out, eliminated that, tied the anchor back, and it worked out well. So bit of a lengthy video, but there's some good details in here. Hours of work. It's a compliment to all the dudes on seaboats.net that this is a culmination of all of your ideas. Karma's treated me well. I hope this walkthrough little video helps you out. Be safe out there. Thanks.